CARICOM leaders end a special CSME summit on a high. And in sport, former Trinidad and Tobago football coach dies from a head injury. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, December 5. I'll be back with the details after the break.
On this special Christmas edition of Caribbean Passport, we take in the sights and sounds of Believe, the Christmas edition. Stay tuned for it all right here on this station.
What's up, everyone? Today I'm here with Danny Donali, and you are a music composer.
Yes.
Amongst other things. So tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, I write scores, music for television, film, feature films, video games, and mainly attractions, some of the rides here at Universal.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, and I also own a company of audio design that we are contracted by Universal to do the audio design for the rides.
CARICOM leaders ended a two-day special summit late last night, convinced that they have developed an improved formula for ensuring the survival of the CARICOM single market and economy, the CSME. The CSME allows for the free movement of goods, skills, labor and services across the region. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who chaired the two-day meeting, described the deliberations as being intense, frank and decisive. He said the leaders had all recommitted to ensuring the CSME's successful implementation.
We have just concluded 2 days of intense and frank and decisive discussions on the CARICOM single market and economy, during which we all recommitted to ensuring its successful implementation. We have fashioned a path forward for advancing its implementation in a manner that can be measured and for which we can all be held accountable. Critically, the dialogue we had with representatives of the private sector and labor yesterday morning was of immense value, and we were quite pleased to hear their strong commitment to making the CSME work.
In Jamaica, a report of an investigation conducted by the Office of the Auditor General into the state-owned oil refinery Petrojam has outlined a series of lavish parties and unapproved sponsorship, as well as glaring human resources breaches costing millions of dollars. The findings of the Auditor General were tabled in the House of Representatives yesterday. The report warned that bad management practices, if left unresolved, would increase the risk of corruption and further erode Petrojam's profitability, which has declined over the last 3 years. The probe found that although liquidity levels were inadequate to cover Petrojam's obligations, the state-owned company made questionable payments related to procurement activities, had significant project cost overruns and overspent on donations. The Auditor General's report noted that management spent $2.6 million to host 2 birthday parties, which were related or unrelated to its operations and did not conform to good corporate practices. The Bahamas Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis, has denied that he was downplaying workers' concerns when he told journalists that he was not worried about the possibility of a general strike in the country. He had also told the reporters that he was more concerned whether this Christmas the Saxons would win Junkanoo, a street parade with music, dance and costumes. But in response to severe criticism on social media and elsewhere over what was seen as a flippant statement in light of ongoing industrial actions by doctors, Minnis said he was merely seeking to engage the media in a moment of light humor. The Office of the Prime Minister last night issued a statement insisting that Minnis was not seeking to make light of labor issues.
Despite some union leaders calling Monday's meeting with the Prime Minister little more than a courtesy call, Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis insisted on Tuesday he is not concerned that the industrial unrest could lead to a national strike. In fact, Minnis called those meetings productive and joked he is more concerned about the upcoming Jongleu Parade results.
And any worries of a national strike?
No. I'm more worried about other matters.
And the Prime Minister did not stop there.
I'm more worried right now and concerned whether the Saxon's going to be in Jongleu Christmas. Now, that's what I'm gearing up for. You pull fast, don't you?
Thank you.
You're not a Saxon?
I don't want to comment on that.
Dr. Minnis was responding to some union leaders who told the press on Monday they were not satisfied with their meeting with the Prime Minister. More than 40 leaders from 30 unions met with Minnis and Minister of Labor Dion Fowkes. Fowkes said the meeting went very well and that he was very pleased that the leaders had accepted an invitation to meet with the government. However, some of the union heads expressed doubt that their issues would be resolved. When asked about those concerns, the Prime Minister said this.
It was very informative. I obtained a lot of information that I had gathered from them. I will inform my Labour Minister to meet with the relevant unions so as to deal with the matters. Some of the problems go way back 15 years, I wasn't even here. And then I'm saddled with 15 years of problems, but so be it.
And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Welcome back. Trinidad and Tobago's football fraternity has been plunged into mourning following the passing of former under-20 national head coach Michael McCormy. Media reports late yesterday suggest he was rushed to hospital for what was described as a medical emergency. However, the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association Communications Officer Sean Fuentes confirmed to CCN TV6's Joel Villafana that McCormy succumbed to complications of a brain tumor.
It took all of us by shock. We were all at the Archibald Stadium this evening here with Dennis Lawrence, the president of the TPFA, former teammate of Mike. When the news came that he had been admitted to hospital last night, battling an aggressive brain tumor. And he just never recovered and he passed this evening, shortly before 7 p.m. And it's painful. Mike has, as you rightly said, been a servant of local football. He has worked closely with several people in the past and present. He was part of Joe Public during a very successful period of that club, as Nicholson. I worked with Mike when he was national under-20 head coach back in 2012, and always very passionate. He was a student of the game. He was a long-standing servant to the game, and we are all very saddened by his sudden death.
And Jamaica Scorpions will open their professional cricket league with a new captain. He is Paul Palmer Jr. We'll get that story in our major newscast at 6:30. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.